Okay, so this is just a demo of socketing blasphemy with hypothermia, so you can take an extra ball lightning. Just going to try and demo a few use cases here. If there's any mobs in this map. So I like to throw out the freeze and then the ball lightning. It's going to put the chilled ground down. It's good here when you don't have a freeze, cast on freeze stacked up. It's also just a mobility skill. There's a few places in the map, in quite a lot of maps, like, so there's terrain here. I can just chuck this over terrain and jump over, which is pretty nice, especially if you're in a shitty situation or something like this where the boss jumps past terrain. One interesting interaction, I'll see if I can trigger it next time I have a big pack of mobs. Oh, that's one chunky boy. So if I stack up a bunch of mobs here, get a few more than this so I can guarantee a freeze. Here we go. So if I throw this in, let's gain some space. Come on, stupid. Yeah, so if this triggers a freeze, you see the ball lightnings summoned from where I triggered the lightning warp, not from the cast on freeze summons from where I triggered the lightning warp, which is interesting. But overall, this just makes things smoother. Is it amazing? Like you combo it with the frost bolt as well, getting chilled ground and stuff. If you stick acceleration on this ball lightning, because there's not many supports left open that are any good for this, it outpaces the frost bolts, so you can kind of land them all at the same time. So you're just increasing the chance that you're going to hit that freeze, which I guess reduces some of the requirement for freeze build-up in the build, although you can still take it. I mean, guaranteeing freezes is not ever a bad thing, right? But it just makes things smoother. And so let's say I'm in a sticky situation here, I can just orb out. And another use case would be if you're running the combo and you have it going, so you're resummoning the orbs. Oh shit! Need to pay attention here. I'm going to break my map. So here, like, I know my combo's about to run out. Okay, terrain blocked this one, but you can... Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. You can, when you know the combo's about to run dry, you can just fire one off whilst you're warping around, and you've got, you have another orb in there that you can trigger. Did that rare just dip? What? It didn't want none of this smoke. What? Where did it go? Oh, over here. It's rare as yeetin'. But yeah, so it's just a like makes things smoother. I don't is it like increasing the build's strength particularly? Not really. I don't think. It's just giving you some options in bad situations. It's definitely a super end game quality of life improvement. But yeah, that's the demonstration. I will pop this ritual in a second, and you can see same thing. I can kind of guarantee that I have an orb in the correct place if I get in trouble in the ritual. It's also nice here if you just have like a single mob that you want to kill and it's not low enough to cull, you can just chuck a spell at it. But yeah, so I can put down all the chilled ground and then just start the combo. And obviously you're going to catch a freeze with the frostbolts in a big stack like this as well. Oh, this ritual didn't summon very many things. And yeah, this is a tier 14. It's a juice tier 14, but I'm just clearing bad nodes, ready to boss tier 15s. So obviously this would be a little bit hard. But yeah, that's about all I had to show. There are other use cases for this, but those are the main ones, I think, or at least the main way I've been using them. But this interaction I quite like, landing all of this at the same time, because then you also have the chilled ground, so everything's being slowed. And then if you have, I mean, I'm following pretty much the same build that Immortalize has, but you have like hinder from curses, you're knocking things back. Um, so you're just everything's moving a lot slower, so it's way harder for you to get mobbed. You have a lot more opportunity to get away, and then because you have this all of the AOE with blasphemy, bunch of AOE gems. Look, these are off screen and they're cursed. So hypothermia, okay, it's reduced effectiveness, but you pull effectiveness off the tree. But it just everything is so squishy. So although you may feel like you're dropping DPS to do this, you aren't. Because you're gaining a load of hypothermia uptime. Okay, it's weaker hypothermia, but it's always up, right? You don't have to cast it. It makes quality of life a lot better. It's just it's good. Yeah, I definitely recommend this. I can't think of anything else that I would do with a 5 slot that would be more like, I don't know what the right word is, more useful. Like because it's just such a quality of life change. And here, like the combo ended. Okay, let's say those new orbs didn't turn up. I just restart the combo when it runs dry. And okay, say those didn't have a cull on them. Like it just gives you options if you want to keep going. And there's nothing wrong with more stomps. This build is all about the stomps. You want more stomps. And against bosses like that, that's also a good thing. So, or not bosses, but rares. But if you're fighting a boss and it doesn't have ads, it can be hard to trigger the shock ground because you don't always have cast on freeze triggering on the freeze. So you can manually trigger a shock ground to double shock the boss, which is going to up your DPS massively. Especially if you have your fourth ascendancy. Or your third ascendancy, so you can double shock. Oh, I'm not paying attention. I'm fighting 2 res here. I should have froze this before I tried that. There we go. Yeah, so that's about it. You see me clear most of the map, and there's some more res around, but gonna end that video there. I just hope this demonstrates the tech before Immortalize can get there. I'm sure it'll get there in the next day or two. Why am I picking up trash? Okay, ciao, guys.